all take an opportunity to give updates on what each individual agency or what's happening for them.
Our involvement with the network has allowed us to keep abreast of what's going on the ground in Gort, and really it allows us to make informed choices about where we go with our funding and where we go with our resources, so it's been hugely beneficial.
As manager of a childcare service, I support parents, and I think it's useful for me to have information about what's around to support parents maybe in distress or need some extra help.
I think the network is great for support for the young people in the area.
I think the network is great for sharing information and getting information about courses or anything coming up out there into the Ballyfoyle community.
When we sat down to discuss who was doing what with, because sometimes we do have the same target group, it was really, really good to know every young person was getting a service and there wasn't an enormous amount of duplication.
It allows direct access to services. If people or families were to bring a certain topic to you, then that you can bring it to the network and you can discuss exactly whatever concerns or needs are arising with that particular member of the network that was identified from the family or a young person.
We went into small groups with the professionals from different services, and we were kind of coming up with suggestions and ideas, and that was really helpful. I remember we came up, we all agreed that the transition process from primary to secondary school is very difficult for young persons, so we kind of started thinking of different ways, collaborative ways of addressing that with young people, and we are continuing working on that.
As a lone practitioner in a very busy area with lots of needs and demands, and because I work with children and young people from 0 to 18, it's so important to have this access point where I can find out about what's happening in the locality and meet with a variety of other services, from community-based services to other statutory services, to SLA, and know what's going on in my own locality.
More often than not, you'll be having a conversation with somebody else along the way, be it, another member of a family or another staff member from a different service, and something will just come to mind where you've heard of a group or programme that might be useful for them to link in with. So I do find that just being at the meetings, hearing what's going on and being able to share a little bit about your own work is really fantastic.
It's not reinventing the wheel the whole time. It's being able to share those resources and ideas and work together collaboratively as opposed to trying to do everything on your own.
I think the network is a really collaborative approach to our work and helps us to share limited resources and also helps us to share information, and from that point of view it's been very useful to me.
I find it very useful to hear what's going on in the community and to be able to feed that back to the pastoral team, and in turn that information gets fed out to the wider community through our weekly newsletter, our Facebook page and our website.
But I would like to see more services being involved in the meetings, which are very productive. And I'm hoping that from my point of view of working with young people, we can explore more services and address more services gaps in the area.
We're all working together to make the Wishka a better place.